For this week's collection of ideas, I decided to do something a little different, and I really decided to look at exactly the different things I decided to focus on. The first thing that I decided to analyze was a qualities of good leadership article, and it really helped with what I wanted to do because I really wanted to look at the different characters or like the different characteristics of a leader. And so like I thought I would do that by finding something on leadership, and the article was set up really well because it helped me really see what a good leader was when it comes to like a protagonist in a story. And so I thought that was a little different, but it also gave me a little bit of something that I think I could really use for my research paper, because I noticed that some of these sources that I did this week, other than that, may not be the best to use for my research paper because it either contradicted what I said or it really didn't correlate to the theme or to what I wanted to do at all. And then I read this poem called It's Death Again, and it was kind of interesting because of the way it was set up, and it really got into like different characteristics of a protagonist, so I like that. And then for the other two things that I did this week, I okay, let's see here. I read Amy's Question by T.S. Arthur, and it was basically a whole thing about religion and about how the world came to be by the work of God. And so it was like when I first read it, I decided to go out on a limb because I really needed something a little bit different for this week's short story. And so I figured that the two would definitely go together somehow. But after I read it, I realized that it was more about religion than it was about literature at all. So that really wasn't the best idea. And then the last thing that I analyzed this week was a song called Shut Di Do, and I was like recommended to do that by a friend who's in the same class, and we were told that it would be like, and it kind of like talked about the good and bad, but it also like related to religion a lot, so that was also interesting. But for this week's, I really didn't pick that great of things, and I'll be able to work on that more for next week. But other than that, it went pretty well this week.